I hunted big game with a bow and arrow for 25, 30 years. White-tailed deer, mule deer, bear, caribou, elk, 14 African species. And then fly fishing took over, and now that's all I seem to do, and it's taken me to places that I enjoy. The original Trout Bomb Diaries is when I first discovered what they were, and when they first brought the rods out. The Trout Bomb guys were doing something, that I've always wanted to do. So after I'd seen it, I actually wanted to get one of their rods, so I got a couple of their rods. Did a trip to Alaska on a unnamed tributary with a friend of mine, Mark Rutherford. On that trip, he recommended we use 6, 7 weight rods minimum. And I took the AEG rod, 593 AEG, 5 weight. But I took the rod and just punished it, completely punished it. Throwing big Dalai Lamas and just bending the rod till it should have broke, and it never broke. Used it the whole trip. Halfway through the trip, Mark said, let me try that rod. And from that day on, switched out rods I had and started going to loop. Doesn't matter which rod I have I think almost every model. AEG 5, Yellow Line 5, Evotech 5, Evotech 7 4-cross rods, 5, 6, 7, and 10. Opti Nymph rod, I have an Opti switch. They had plenty of power to do what I needed to do. Unbelievable power, unbelievable power. Since then, every day before I'm getting ready to go fishing, I'm excited to go fishing with those rods. To me, it brings an excitement to the sport. Everything about the loop community is people that are having fun and really enjoying the product. I just took my stuff to Mexico and Belize and fished. The guides in Mexico that I had never seen them before, and when they casted them, they were blown away. Blown away. And these are guys that could cast right or left-handed, equal distance, equal accuracy. It didn't make no difference. I was recommended to use heavier rods than what I needed, and I used lighter rods and handled all the fish with ease. 9 foot 6, 7 weight cross. I liked it more than a lot. The extra 6 inches slowed my tempo down to the point where the adrenaline kicks in and you just start casting too quickly. Yeah. And everyone was slow down, slow down, slow down. So as soon as I switched to the 9.6 on the trip, I started catching fish right and left, to the point where I think for one whole day I never spent more than 3 minutes on the front of the boat, to where spot a fish, catch it, and land it, and be my buddy's turn to go. The guides loved it. My buddy didn't like it so much. Dry fly is the best trout reel I've ever used. I first took it to Alaska. What I liked about it is here in Colorado, you don't need lots of drag, but in Alaska for big rainbows and other fish, you need more drag. I just unscrewed the cap, did a couple clicks, increased the drag, and then I had almost a completely different reel than I had a few clicks before that. Adjustability, visually, they're so good to look at, but the drag system, yeah, like I said, a couple clicks with internally, a totally different drag system. And I come home the same reel, back it off a couple more clicks, put it back together, and right back at my light trout reel that I need without issue. Dry fly, runner, and speed runner. All their stuff is. All their stuff is. Just as I say, they bring a level of excitement. Their products do. To me. I think they do to anyone that uses them. Since I follow them on different forums and different websites, and I see the level of enthusiasm over other manufacturers. I think it'll last a lifetime, or until they come out with a new one and I have to have it.
Right.